thanks for joining me on today's episode. So I had a meeting with Joey out of Grit Marketer. If you need help with your funnels and your marketing, then head over there. But we were discussing the difficulties of systemization of businesses and really the true cost of that when people are unable to get this on point. Essentially, there's two big things. Number one, that the valuation of their business just will not be very high. Like if there are no systems and processes, what really are you selling? If there is no instruction manual for how that business runs, its value is limited, particularly for an investor who perhaps is like, you know what, I just want the cash flow. I'm really just want to buy this for its cash flow. I don't want to be involved. I just want this thing to run. If you don't have your systems and processes on point, like where is the value? You just will not sell at the valuation that you are perhaps hoping for, looking for, if you don't have this on point. Now, the other option is that you perhaps just want to keep the cash flow for yourself. But if you don't have systems and processes, then you're going to have to stay in the business. You're going to have to keep working. You will have created a trap for yourself where you have to work in the business. Now, this might be great. It might produce a large profit and it might be really great for your cash flow, but you will not be able to leave. And first of all, this means that you have to keep showing up in order for it to work. It's likely that you will remain as the chief troubleshooter, that your team come to you for them to resolve their problems with. You sort out their problems. You haven't trained them to say, go to the instructions, work on your processes. That's where the instructions, that's how we do things here. But perhaps the greater cost is that you can only ever work on this one business. Your entrepreneurial skill set, the capacity for you to have ideas and bring them through to businesses that work will be limited if you have to keep working in your current business. But the alternative, you get this dialed in, you actually know how to systemize a business, you know how to get the processes and get your team to operate from them so they don't come to you. This frees you up. This gives you options. This gives you the capacity to sell at a multiple, times 3, times 5, times 10. People look at it and go, wow, this is a highly systemized business. I don't actually need to be involved at all. This is a far more valuable asset. Or you choose to keep the cash flow and go again to your next idea. Realize that the skill sets that you learn, that you have been able to implement in systemizing that first business are highly transferable. The second business is going to be extremely interesting. It's just going to be like, okay, how can you take those systems and processes? Are some of them reusable? Highly likely. And your capacity to go again in your second business, in your third business, in your fourth business will be far faster. So the lesson here is that the first business is your hardest one to systemize. Once you got that, now you have a skill set that's going to enable you to move quickly to another business without you being tied up in the first. If this is a skill set that you're like, you know what, I must have this. You can see the benefits not just now for your current business, but also for your next business, your capacity to take an idea and deploy it as a functional, profitable business. This is a skill set that you must have. If this is you, head over to systemio.dev, enter your name, enter your email, watch the training there, and then book your appointment to discuss your targets, particularly your time frame for when you will exit. All right, thanks for joining me in this episode. Look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episodes. We continue this journey into the power of systems and processes in business. See you then.